All right, about an hour and a half or so away. It's going to be a very stressful night as the Cavaliers are hoping to keep this thing alive. And I know Cavs fans, I probably speak for many of them, are still barely recovered from the disappointing loss in Game 4 on Sunday. We're still feeling the pain from that devastating defeat. The Pacers now in a dominant situation, Bets. They're up 3-1. Cavs have been at 3-1 before, 2016 in the NBA Finals. So the odds are long that you're going to come back for this. I believe it's about 5 or 6% of teams do. But the season's not officially over till it's over.
Kind of feels like when you're waiting in the dentist office. It's that anxiety.
Yeah, right.
It's also mixed with the hope that you're going to come out of it. Everything's going to be fine. Well, the Cavs have been counted out before. They've still managed to right the ship. So we turn to our very own Mike-Polk-Jr. to help us put all of this into perspective, and with a popsicle, too. Hi, Mikey.
Hey, BK. That's right. I'm down here on East 4th for the Cavs rally party where they're trying to get everybody rallied up, including giving out some free ice cream to people, which is nice. Thank you for the ice cream. See? Very nice of them. Yes, here's some Cavs fans excited. Yeah. People are finding their good spirits, as you can see, but people are still worried. I've got some perspective for you, though. Take a look.
Well, the Pacers trounced the Cavs in a Game 4 that was actually worse than the already terrible final score would suggest. Cleveland got manhandled from start to finish, and Cavs fans are understandably upset and demoralized. There are simply too many issues to try and delve into right now, like the fact that for some reason my favorite Cav Jarrett Allen disappeared from Game 4 like David Copperfield at the MGM Grand. I also have a theory that some Pacers fans kidnapped someone who Ty Jerome cares about very much, but they promised to release them after this series as long as Ty keeps acting like he's never seen a basketball before in his life. That's just speculation on my part. Then, of course, there are the bigger picture questions, like what would another disappointing early playoff exit mean for the Cavs moving forward, and what does it say about the viability of the team as it is currently structured? But as of right now, I can't help but notice that this current Cavs season is not quite yet over, no matter how much it might feel like it is. I acknowledge that the mathematical likelihood of the Cavs rallying back from a 3-1 playoff series deficit is quite unlikely. After all, it's happened just 13 times in NBA history. Fun bonus trivia fact, only one of those comebacks occurred during the finals. I'm trying to remember who that was. So, though rare, it's not like such comebacks are unprecedented. In fact, the Nuggets did it twice in 2020, and our very own team did it less than a decade ago. We've still got a dude on the team who was there. So while I recognize that the odds seem quite daunting, it can't be denied that unlikely inspirational comebacks occur all the time. And because I thought we could all use a pick-me-up right now, and a reminder that it's never over till it's over, I thought we'd take a look at the greatest comebacks in world history that don't involve sports. The Battle of Saratoga. While the British won the first round of this pivotal Revolutionary War battle, they ultimately lost the campaign and were forced to surrender their entire army. Nice try, General John Burgoyne. Robert Downey Jr.'s career. After initially finding Brat Pack cinematic success in the 1980s, Downey spiraled into addiction and legal issues. But after several stints in rehab and prison, he experienced a huge career resurgence and would eventually go on to defeat Thanos and save the multiverse. The McRib sandwich. First introduced in 1981, it was removed from the McDonald's menu in '85 due to poor sales and because it was gross. But due to weirdo demands, they brought it back in '89 and have been doing so periodically ever since. Never count the McRib out. And the #1 comeback, the Cuyahoga River. At one point, it was so heavily affected by industrial pollution that it caught fire at least 14 times, which I think we can all agree is too many times for water to catch on fire. So we heroically decided to stop dumping so much stuff in it. The result? In 2019, the Cuyahoga was named River of the Year in honor of 50 years of environmental resurgence. Now that's a comeback. In conclusion, is it likely that the Cavs will rally back against the odds to take this series? No. But historic comebacks happen all the time, some of them right here in town. Now we just need the Cavs to find their inner McRib by refusing to go away. Stay up, Cleveland, and go Cavs.
I mean, that's some perspective for you, I thought. We're all trying to find a way to make this work in our minds where we're going to come back based on how we've looked so far, and that's the best I came up with. Historical precedent, you guys.
I loved it, and I love the irony of the Cuyahoga River. It's never looked more beautiful, and once upon a time, it would catch fire every once in a while. Be careful of brain freeze out there, Mike. It's a job hazard that you have to look out for.
Yeah.
Cavs in 7! Cavs in 7!
All right.
There you have it. I hope he's right.
Thanks so much, Mikey. Thank goodness he didn't make it down to the blue part, or his mouth would be blue and not
That's
red.
exactly right.